Building Inner Strength, a Reflective Journey. Introduction. Welcome to a moment of quiet contemplation, a journey inward to explore the profound landscape of our inner strength. In a world that constantly pulls us in countless directions, demanding our attention and energy, it is easy to lose sight of the unwavering power that resides within each of us. This journey is not about acquiring something new, but rather about rediscovering, nurturing, and amplifying the resilience, wisdom, and peace that are already integral to our being. Inner strength is not a shield against life's storms, but rather the anchor that holds us steady amidst them. It is not the absence of fear, but the courage to move forward despite it. It is not a fleeting emotion, but a deep-seated wellspring of fortitude that allows us to navigate challenges, embrace change, and emerge from adversity with greater wisdom and compassion. Today, we will embark on a reflective exploration of what it means to cultivate this essential quality, to truly understand its nature, and to integrate its profound benefits into our daily lives. The nature of inner strength. What exactly is inner strength? It is often misunderstood, conflated with outward displays of power or an unyielding demeanor. True inner strength, however, is far more subtle and deeply rooted. It is the quiet confidence that arises from self-awareness, the unwavering belief in one's own capabilities, and the profound acceptance of both our light and our shadows. It is the capacity to remain centered when external circumstances are chaotic, to find stillness within when the world around us is in motion. Consider the ancient oak tree, standing firm against the fiercest winds. Its strength is not in its rigid branches, but in its deep, intricate root system that provides stability and draws nourishment from the earth. Similarly, our inner strength is cultivated through introspection, self-care, and a conscious connection to our core values. It is the ability to adapt, to bend without breaking, and to find growth even in the most challenging seasons of life. This strength manifests in various forms. Emotional resilience, allowing us to process difficult feelings without being consumed by them. Mental fortitude, enabling us to maintain clarity and focus amidst distractions. And spiritual grounding, connecting us to a sense of purpose and meaning beyond ourselves. It is a holistic power that integrates mind, body, and spirit, creating a harmonious foundation for a fulfilling existence. Recognizing your resilience. Often, we underestimate our own resilience. Think back to moments in your life when you faced significant obstacles, when you felt overwhelmed, or when circumstances seemed insurmountable. How did you navigate those times? What inner resources did you tap into? Perhaps it was a quiet determination, a refusal to give up, or the ability to find a glimmer of hope in the darkest of hours. These are not accidental occurrences. They are testaments to your inherent inner strength. Every challenge overcome, every setback endured, every moment of discomfort faced with courage, adds another layer to your inner resilience. These experiences, though often painful at the time, serve as crucibles that refine our character and reveal the depths of our fortitude. They teach us what we are truly capable of, expanding our capacity to handle future difficulties with greater grace and wisdom. Take a moment to acknowledge these past triumphs, no matter how small they may seem. Each one is a brick in the foundation of your inner sanctuary. By recognizing and honoring your past resilience, you begin to build a conscious awareness of this power, making it more accessible and potent in the present moment. This recognition is the first step towards intentionally cultivating and expanding your inner strength. Cultivating self-awareness. The journey to inner strength begins with self-awareness. It is the practice of turning inward, observing our thoughts, emotions, and patterns of behavior without judgment. Just as a gardener must understand the soil to nurture a plant, we must understand our inner landscape to cultivate our strength. This involves honest introspection, a willingness to confront our vulnerabilities, and a commitment to understanding our true motivations. Mindfulness is a powerful tool in this cultivation. By bringing our attention to the present moment, we can observe the ebb and flow of our inner experience without getting swept away by it. We notice the thoughts that arise, the emotions that stir, and the physical sensations that manifest. This detached observation creates a space between stimulus and response, allowing us to choose our reactions rather than being dictated by them. In this space lies true power. Journaling can also be a profound practice for self-awareness. Writing down our thoughts and feelings, exploring our fears and aspirations, and reflecting on our experiences can illuminate patterns and insights that might otherwise remain hidden. It provides a tangible record of our inner journey, allowing us to track our growth and identify areas where we can further develop our strength. The more we understand ourselves, the more effectively we can nurture our inner resources. Embracing vulnerability. Paradoxically, true inner strength is often found in the embrace of vulnerability. Many believe that strength lies in invulnerability, in never showing weakness or admitting fear. However, this is a superficial understanding. To be truly strong is to be authentic, to acknowledge our imperfections, and to allow ourselves to be seen, even when it feels uncomfortable. Vulnerability is not a weakness. It is a profound act of courage. When we suppress our vulnerabilities, we also suppress a part of our authentic self. This creates an internal struggle that drains our energy and diminishes our capacity for genuine connection. By embracing our vulnerabilities, we free ourselves from the burden of maintaining a perfect facade. We open ourselves to deeper relationships, to genuine empathy, and to the profound healing that comes from being truly accepted for who we are. It takes immense strength to admit when we are struggling, to ask for help, or to express our deepest fears. These acts of vulnerability are not signs of weakness, but rather indicators of a secure and resilient spirit. They demonstrate a trust in ourselves and in others, and they pave the way for growth and transformation. Remember, the cracks in a vessel are often where the light enters. The power of self-compassion. As we cultivate inner strength, it is crucial to extend the same kindness and understanding to ourselves that we would offer to a dear friend. Self-compassion is the practice of treating ourselves with warmth, care, and acceptance, especially during times of difficulty or perceived failure. It is the antidote to harsh self-criticism and the foundation for genuine self-worth. When we make mistakes or face setbacks, our natural inclination can be to engage in self-blame or self-judgment. However, this only depletes our inner resources and hinders our ability to learn and grow. Self-compassion, on the other hand, allows us to acknowledge our pain without judgment, to understand that imperfection is part of the human experience, and to offer ourselves the comfort and encouragement we need to move forward. Practice self-compassion by speaking to yourself with kindness, by recognizing your shared humanity, and by being present with your suffering without being overwhelmed by it. Imagine how you would comfort a loved one in a similar situation, and then offer that same gentle presence to yourself. This practice builds a powerful inner sanctuary, a place of safety and acceptance from which your true strength can flourish. Setting boundaries and protecting your energy. Inner strength is also deeply connected to our ability to set healthy boundaries. Boundaries are not about pushing others away. They are about protecting our own energy, honoring our needs, and defining what is acceptable and unacceptable in our lives. They are an essential act of self-respect and a clear declaration of our self-worth. Learning to say no, to decline requests that overextend us, or to step away from situations that drain our vitality, is a profound act of self-care. It requires courage and conviction, but it ultimately strengthens our inner resolve and allows us to show up more fully for what truly matters. Protecting your energy also involves being mindful of your environment and the influences you allow into your life. This includes the people you spend time with, the media you consume, and the thoughts you entertain. Just as you would protect your physical space, cultivate a conscious awareness of your energetic boundaries. Surround yourself with positivity, inspiration, and support, and consciously limit exposure to negativity and drain. This intentional curation of your inner and outer world is vital for sustaining your inner strength. Embracing growth and change. Life is a constant process of growth and change, and our inner strength is not static. It evolves and expands with each new experience. To truly cultivate inner strength, we must embrace this dynamic nature, viewing challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for learning and transformation. The comfort zone, while safe, rarely fosters growth. It is in stepping beyond its familiar confines that we discover new facets of our capabilities. This involves a willingness to learn, to adapt, and to let go of what no longer serves us. It means being open to new perspectives, even if they challenge our long-held beliefs. It requires a curious mind and a resilient spirit, ready to navigate the unknown with a sense of adventure rather than apprehension. Every time we learn a new skill, overcome a fear, or adjust to a new circumstance, we are actively strengthening our inner core. Consider the metaphor of a river. It does not resist the obstacles in its path. Instead, it flows around them, finding new channels, adapting its course, and ultimately reaching its destination. Our inner strength allows us to be like that river, fluid, adaptable, and persistent, always moving forward, always seeking growth, and always finding a way to overcome. The power of purpose. A profound source of inner strength comes from having a clear sense of purpose. When we understand our why, the deeper meaning behind our actions and aspirations, we tap into an inexhaustible wellspring of motivation and resilience. Purpose provides direction, anchors us during times of uncertainty, and imbues our lives with a sense of significance that transcends daily struggles. Your purpose doesn't have to be grand or world-changing. It can be as simple as striving to be a more compassionate parent, a dedicated artist, or a supportive friend. What matters is that it resonates deeply with your values and inspires you to contribute something meaningful to the world, however small. When your actions are aligned with your purpose, you experience a profound sense of fulfillment and an inner drive that can overcome almost any obstacle. Reflect on what truly matters to you. What causes ignite your passion? What kind of legacy do you wish to leave? What impact do you want to have on the lives of others? As you clarify your purpose, you will find that your inner strength becomes more focused, more potent, and more capable of guiding you through life's complexities. It transforms challenges into stepping stones and setbacks into opportunities for deeper commitment. Practicing gratitude. In the cultivation of inner strength, the practice of gratitude plays a surprisingly powerful role. Gratitude shifts our perspective from what is lacking to what is abundant, from what is difficult to what is beautiful. It is a conscious choice to appreciate the blessings in our lives, both big and small, and to acknowledge the interconnectedness of all things. When we regularly practice gratitude, we train our minds to focus on the positive, which in turn builds a more resilient and optimistic outlook. It helps us to see challenges not as isolated events, but as part of a larger tapestry of life, often revealing hidden lessons and opportunities for growth. A grateful heart is a strong heart, less susceptible to despair and more open to joy. Take a few moments each day to consciously identify things you are grateful for. It could be the warmth of the sun, a kind word from a stranger, the comfort of your home, or simply the breath in your lungs. This simple practice, consistently applied, can profoundly transform your inner landscape, fortifying your spirit and enhancing your capacity for resilience. Gratitude is not just an emotion. It is a powerful practice that builds inner strength from the inside out. Connecting with your inner wisdom. Deep within each of us resides a wellspring of intuition and wisdom, a quiet voice that often knows the way forward even when our conscious mind is clouded by doubt or fear. Connecting with this inner wisdom is a crucial aspect of building inner strength. It is about trusting your gut feelings, listening to your deepest knowing, and allowing your intuition to guide your decisions. In a world that often prioritizes external validation and logical analysis, it can be challenging to tune into this subtle inner guidance. However, practices like meditation, quiet reflection, and spending time in nature can help us quiet the external noise and create space for our inner wisdom to emerge. This wisdom is not based on external information, but on a profound understanding of our true self and our unique path. When you face a difficult decision or feel lost, take a moment to pause, breathe, and ask your inner wisdom for guidance. Trust the insights that arise, even if they don't immediately make logical sense. The more you practice listening to and acting upon this inner voice, the stronger and clearer it will become. This connection to your innate wisdom is an unbreakable source of strength, always available to you. Embracing imperfection and learning from failure. True inner strength does not demand perfection. Rather, it embraces imperfection as an inherent part of the human experience. The fear of failure often paralyzes us, preventing us from taking risks or pursuing our dreams. However, failure is not the opposite of success. It is a stepping stone on the path to it. Every mistake, every misstep, holds valuable lessons that contribute to our growth and resilience. When we allow ourselves to be imperfect, we free ourselves from the crushing pressure of unattainable standards. We become more compassionate with ourselves and more open to experimentation and learning. Inner strength is not about never falling, but about having the courage to get back up, to dust ourselves off, and to learn from our experiences with a renewed sense of purpose. View failures not as judgments of your worth, but as feedback. What can you learn from this experience? How can you adjust your approach? What new insights has it provided? By reframing failure as a powerful teacher, you transform potential sources of discouragement into catalysts for growth, further solidifying your inner resolve. The journey continues. Building inner strength is not a destination, but a continuous journey. It is a lifelong practice of self-awareness, self-compassion, and conscious cultivation. There will be days when you feel strong and resilient, and days when you feel vulnerable and uncertain. Both are part of the human experience, and both contribute to the richness of your inner landscape. Remember that every step you take, every moment of introspection, every act of courage, contributes to the deepening of your inner wellspring. Be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, and trust in the inherent power that resides within you. You are capable of far more than you imagine. As you move forward, carry with you the understanding that your inner strength is your most valuable asset. It is the unwavering light that guides you through darkness, the steady hand that supports you through uncertainty, and the profound wisdom that empowers you to live a life of purpose and authenticity. Embrace this journey, for in cultivating your inner strength, you are truly cultivating the art of living.